But Toastmaster guests, this is an important subject I'm preaching to you today. Again, apologize for technical difficulty as you notice how difficult it is to learn about technology. Well, today I would like to make this subject as easy as possible. I'm an engineer, as many of you noticed, in the technical professions, and renewable energy is a big subject being discussed worldwide, globally, company, and individual level. Next slide, please. This is a basic about renewable energy. I'm going to step aside a little bit so you can see the screen behind me. The definition of renewable energy that's do not deplete and it can be replenished in a human life cycle. Now, this life cycle is about 100 years. I'm defining as with the advent of technology. So for those of you who are not familiar with this, this is what renewable energy is about. Next, please. My project is to research a technical paper. This is a technical paper that I want to share with you. There's 24 pages total, so I'm not printing it out, I'm not giving it to you. There's a URL, and again, PowerPoint slides will be available to you after the meeting that you can do more research on your own time. The author I want to talk about, his name is Mark Mills. Mr. Mark Mills has joined the Manhattan Institute, responsible for writing technical journal, technical article for them. He is also an energy expertise, or SME, subject matter expert, graduated from Northwestern University with the engineering and applied science degree. Very similar background with me, but he accelerated further. He was serving as an advisor in the White House under President Ronald Reagan in the 80s as an energy advisor. So very critical person and critical paper. Again, you want to read the whole 24 pages, be my guest if you have time, maybe over the weekend or not. This is the link where you can download the paper from. Next slide, please, Pastor. To keep my speech within time, I want to go over a very brief overview on the paper. I divided it into 3 portions. First, we talk about the myth. Second, we talk about the facts or reality. And last but not least, why do we care? Next. Now, let's think about government in this subject. It's been broached a lot. There's a Paris Climate Agreement back in 2015, and with the United States withdrawal, it's been a lot of controversies. Why are we not involved in the game? Well, the myth behind energy is government is thinking as an institution, as a framework, as a structure, as a body that limits technology growth, that limits renewable energy growth. That's being debunked by Mr. Mark Mills because he mentioned that government simply provide the resource, provide the idea. Now, it's not a body or legislation or law or regulation. Mark Mills go into more details in his paper about how to debunk it. But as a high level view for all of us to understand, government provides the grid, the resource, and the framework that's necessary to develop renewable energy. Next slide, please. Second, and probably more important and relevant to us, cost. How much are we paying for renewable energy? You see in the diagram here about how much we're paying for fossil fuels, the non-renewable, and also the renewable energy. See, it's between 5 cents and 15 cents per kilowatt hour of electricity. How much are you paying your electricity bill? I know I'm putting about 15 cents per kilowatt hour. In facility like Swagelok manufacturing, it's typically around 5 to 10 cents because of the demand of electricity. But there's potential here. If we look at it, all the different category of renewable energy, we've seen a shift more towards this side, which is cheaper, versus this side. We also see a huge variety, including solar panel. You see a huge range. And PV stands for the solar cell. Concentrated solar power as the one that you saw in Arizona with a bunch of arrows shooting to a beam, kind of like Star Wars heating up. That costs more because of the infrastructure, the logistical place. Again, there are benefits in renewable energy. With the technology getting increasing better, the price will shift to a low end. Next slide, please. Now, another funny thing I want to throw out to you, and Mark Mills highlighted that briefly. There's a lot of environmental awareness going on right now. And being renewable, you want to be environmental friendly. So a lot of environmental protections, they mentioned the article. What about animals? Do we hurt animals? And interesting things about wind turbine. This slides pertain to wind power. The blades, the propeller are killing birds. Is that true? Take a look at this. You tell me, are cats more dangerous than wind turbine? I like cats. That's what I love. So that's why I put a cat logo on it. So think about it, renewable energy is not an adversary. It is something that we should embrace. And this is the myth, again, for environmental to debunk. Now, let's jump into reality. We have some fun with myth, but reality is important. And keep in mind, there's some charts I would like to show it to you. If you cannot see it, let me know, I'll move out of the way. But those are the facts that we need to make sure it is correct about renewable energy. Here, there's two charts provided by Mark here. One of the figure in his 24 pages report talk about renewable energy between hydrocarbons on the top, on this diagram, and also renewable energy at the bottom. You see there's a huge gap. Mark mentioned we're only 3% of our energy resource in global population in 2018 are generated by renewable energy, and that's including nuclear. If you take a look at hydrocarbon, it's all the way up there. We also have the miscellaneous, how we generate electricity by import by natural resource. This diagram on the right talks about difference between wind turbine and solar. Then you have shale oil, which is hydrocarbon, stuff you dig up from the ground. You also see a phenomenal gap. This is 30 years electricity production for 1 million of hot oil. Take a look at the money that we spent. The gap is just ginormous. It's too big. This is a reality check. Mr. Mark will talk about that. Yes, we should invest in renewable energy, but we are not yet at the moment to have an energy revolution. A lot of us heard about the Green New Deal, correct? What's the Green New Deal about? There's a lot of controversies and global and politics, etc. But the Green New Deal should be more focused. Instead of just focusing on this technology itself, take a look how we can increase our efficiency to use electricity, because efficiency has a lot to do with how we consume energy. And next slide shows you a very good correlations between efficiency and energy. These has to do with, first on the diagram on the left is computer data traffic. You see on the data here, back in 1995, we don't have Wi-Fi, we don't have 4G or 5G. This is very low energy efficiency at the time, but we don't have a lot of users, right? Back then, it was the pre-internet era. Then we go all the way to the 2020s. You see more traffic we have, more user we have with computer, the decrease of the computing efficiency, meaning it's more effective. So the decline actually means it's more consuming less electricity. As we use more computer, we use less electricity. Same thing happened here on transportation, air travel. Back in 1995, we don't have that kind of air traffic volume. But over the last 3 decades, you see the efficiency of planes. Company like General Electric Aviation, that makes the bolder, the turbine jet. Also Boeing, Lockheed Martin, those big companies, they're making airplane more effective to use energy. You see that inverse correlations. Here, I'll give you an example Mark Meir mentioned as a correlation between technology efficiency and energy consumption. As technology efficiency goes up, what happens to energy efficiency? You use less. That means it's more effective. So again, not all the math, but I want to give overall pictures of what that means. Next one. Speaking about efficiency, we want to take a look at it from a global perspective, a global from the world. This is forecasted all the way to 2040, the next 30, 40 years ahead. We know that energy demand from the world is going to go up. That's the red dot that you see. And we know that countries can spend more money. That is the yellow line, GDP, gross domestic product. But if you do the math, energy per unit GDP, the GDP that we spend on the economy goes down. Mark Meir points out, as global efficiency improves, energy demand rises. We want to make the technology that consume energy right now be more effective, rather than investing more and more into renewable energy resource. So that's a huge correlation down. If you get that, we spend a lot of time and effort to talk about renewable energy sources. We don't spend so much talk about the technology itself, how much we've improved so far. Computing or transportation or service industry, manufacturing, which is what I'm at. I see the trend going to the right direction. Now, the more important question now for all of us, why do we care about this, right? First of all, it's your job. I know many of you may not be in a technical profession, may not share this technical knowledge with me in engineering, but even if you're not in that industry, you're using energy, right? If you're using energy that's not renewable, what's going to happen to your bills? It's going to go up. If you're not aware about the technology, what's going to happen when consumption goes up? What about efficiency? Goes down. That's not what you want to see. And you can indicate it by this global phenomenon, and we are not number one, obviously, in the United States, but my country, China, has almost 4.1 million jobs related to renewable energy deployment. China has a population of 1.38 billion people, 1.38. United States is less than 1 million, but we have about 360 million population in this country in this year. So you can see the ratios where the trend is going globally. It's your job. Also, companies are investing in, including Swagelok. This is the article I picked up on Swagelok in North Carolina. They are carrying out, starting everything from the home. You don't need to read the fine print and things, but it's an article available online using hydrogen powerhouse, not solar cell, not wind turbine, hydrogen. Companies are investing in, and your job are correlated to it. That's why we care. Last but not least, we want to think about our future. I don't know if anybody have watched this documentary. It's called Earth 2100, about a character called Lucy, how she's gone through her life this century, 21st century. Very, very grim outcome out of it. But there's hope because her predictions are becoming wrong because we are doing stuff now. We are doing things to help our energy efficiency, our grid level. So I'm hoping one day her story will not be true. I encourage for those of you who haven't watched it, take a look at it. It's an interesting documentary back in 2009. And we always want to think about future as we plan ahead with renewable energy. I want to leave one message for all of us to take away. Look at the technology, what the technology has advanced, and think outside the box. This is the box.
Thank you.